there, and we just I was the one to form the team,
Oh,
and
nice.
I just pulled everybody in that I thought had the potential to play the game at this level.
All right. Well,
I
I
don't
know
have
you
time
got
to
to
ask you
go.
a question, Janlo, real quickly. 6 kills on the Knights, man. 1,500 damage. Keep it up, dude. You guys are doing fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Have a good one, man. Good luck in game.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, guys, it was Janlo, not Yanlo, like we may or may not have said a couple of times. But wish him the best of luck. And do I have my game muted, or did I just like not click on someone? Okay, I don't have my game muted. Good. All right, but guys, we are on Miramar. It is finally time, and I am loving this. It is beautiful. It is. I have so many words for it that I don't know if I can say on stream, but I have looked forward to this basically all day, and I would be looking at a specific spot if I thought there was going to be a hot drop, but unless my eyes deceive me, I see no hot drop on the horizon.
Nope, I'm going to second that motion, Bard, and I'm right there with you, man. I've been waiting for Miramar all night. I think there's a lot of us out there in terms of viewership that are, we're loving the new Snow R.E.A.L, of course, but it's nice to get back to Miramar. I love this map.
I do as well. I really feel like it's where people, it's where like, you know that people know the game, if that makes sense. Like, it's when quality outshines anything else, in my opinion. There's some maps where it's just like, it kind of happens. But for Miramar, it's like, if you win, you've won because you were good at the game. And I love that aspect of Miramar.
Yes, no doubt. Miramar, definitely one of the OG maps of PUBG. I mean, it was the first expansion map when the game was originally released, with R.E.A.L being the exclusive map. So, getting back to it, watching them evolve this map slightly over time has been a pleasure. It's a great map for esports.
It is indeed. And dude, I just wait, hold up. Did I not get that right? Okay. For some reason, apparently I just didn't do my setup that I typically do. I apologize. But now we see teams rotating in, and young Stunna boys, exactly who we were just talking with. They do have center zone. It's a crazy center zone. Actually, Rise has a nice one into this, but Tony, he's getting awfully close to Kite, and he is going quietly.
I like it. He's tiny, and he's not tinily. That's not. I'm just gonna let that go. That was bad.
Cap, what do you do to me?
Too much. It's game 5, bro. It's like that weird 7th inning stretch. I gotta stand up and like do a backflip or something here. Wake up.
Oof. This man is having lag. It's bad. Oh, this is bad. I mean, he heard him and he's just running away, but dude, this is bad. This is worse than you when I was casting with you on Taco Tuesday. Oh, that's so mean.
Bard, I woke up one morning and Kite decided to go running.
Oh my god. I did understand that reference, but I wish that I hadn't, in all honesty.
I can't help myself.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, Kwanda, he is probably going to go ahead and pick up his teammate as the rest of the teams start to make their way in. And yeah, Janlo. It's close by staying, but gets away in time.
Yeah, obviously not as dramatic as the first couple of games, but here we find ourselves in phase 1 with unplayable terrain in the water. It's limited, but even still, a lot of these teams are going to have to really push east quickly.
Well, there is a lot of playable space, but the question is, can they get there in time, or will it already be taken by the time that they get there? But looks like young Stunna boys, they are A-okay. Getting out of there is... Ooh, Devil Vibes getting awfully close to Mimic. And, well, it seems like he will have to peel off it. He did a little bit of damage. Looks like he got one shot off.
This is a man right here, Devil, of Boundary Esports, that I would be privileged to be side-partied with in an interview, because this man, he has a brain that's really interesting, and I'd love to pick it apart. Brilliant tactician in PUBG.
See, now that you say that, I really want to have my intrusive thought, and I want to do an interview with him, but I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to let you do all the talking. I think it's gonna be fun. Production.
It'll be fun, yeah.
Yeah. Well, as soon as the game's done, do you mind grabbing Devil and asking if he can do an interview? And then I ain't gonna say anything. I'm gonna let Cap ask him, because even though he is one of my favorite players, I might get a little bit too fanboy. I might fanboy a bit too much for him.
I've had my eyes on Devil all night. I mean, he's definitely an incredible player. He sits in third place in terms of overall performance on the evening through 4 games. I mean, he's got 8 kills on the board. He's done nearly 1,600 damage for his team. This guy's a fragger.
Dude, he is so good. I feel like every single event, he's always done well. Every single, like, again, just every single thing that I see him play, he's never, like, bottom of his team. He's always top 1, maybe 2. But I'm just always impressed with him. And man, I wish I had money, in which case I would get him, I would get Richie, and then I have a couple other players who I would get on a team, but it would make me so happy if I could do it, but I don't have money, so I can't give the players the compensation that they need. I would make a team and it would be called Caster's Curse, and it would be amazing, and it would be beautiful, and I would love it.
I'll support it.
See, it's a good name too. You got alliteration. You got a nice. Sorry, I'm getting too much into this, but Circle. It is. I mean, it's far over to these. We've kind of seen how it goes. Circle's closing in 2 minutes 20 seconds. But Miramar again, one of those compounds, one of those maps that everyone should know. So everyone knows it rotates. They have it down. They've been playing this for years. Still the best map that PUBG has ever produced, and as I say that, well, Seifu, he's going to have a buddy, and he's going to be right on the other side, and he's going to go quiet. And, oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh! Tiny, definitely not so tiny on the first blood of this round.
Well, Seifu, apparently it's just not his day, my dude. Sometimes it's like that. So
if I'm Seifu, all I can say is say sorry. That was rough, bro.
Guys, I think I meant my match in puns. I thought I was bad with puns, but I think Cap has got me beat. The cringe is out of this world.
Bard, we are a match made in heaven. I see very big potential in our future of casters together.
Heaven, I think it might be hell more like, but you know, I love it. You know what? Maybe I'll just put some people through hell, but putting people through hell, Q5, it might be going through by themselves. It's Joshy. He's on the other side. He's been doing fantastically. Does he hear the steps? He knows to be quiet. He knows that he's coming in behind some other team, so he knows that he needs to be wary. Crystalani is doing his absolute best to be quiet and sneaky, but you can see through the x-ray that Joshy, he feels like something is up, and he is just waiting for someone to peek around that corner.
There's nothing more exciting than these heart-beating moments of Splinter Cell-esque type of action where you've got a guy sneaking in. What's going to happen?
Well, the bait comes in, and Crystalani is going to find him. Joshy didn't even have a helm, the poor boy. But Crystalani says, thank you very much. And Pest Control, they are going to be down to just 2. Well, remember, one of their members, unfortunately, he had to do adult things and work. That's rude, man. You know.
How dare he have a life?
How dare? Yeah, exactly. How dare he have a life? You know, why is PUBG not your life? That is a question that I ask myself every day. Why is PUBG not my life? Why do I have to go to work? Why do I have to, you know, why?
That's a filthy 4-letter word, by the way, Bard. Work is just haka.
Hey, I told you not to swear on my stream, even if it's another language. No, it's fine. I mean, it's just poop, basically, right? Like that's literally just the definition. Yeah. Okay. Sweet.
That's what my grandma used to tell me when I was a kid when she said, you have to go to the bathroom.
I am somehow simultaneously horrified and yet very intrigued to know what your childhood was like, my friend.
Oh, you don't want to know, man.
Apparently,
I'm
I
a
don't want to
redhead.
know.
It was brutal.
You're a redhead and you are a country boy. I
was a redhead before the Weasleys. Okay, I became famous after the Weasleys. Thank God to them, that family. But prior to that, no, man. We had no souls.
I mean, I want to make so many jokes. All right, Kabooms though, he's getting close to Flanker, and does Flanker know? Well, he's taking some shots, so now Kaboom and Trimble know exactly. But who is he taking shots at? Oh, but from behind, Flanker goes down to legitimately 1 HP. Kabooms, he's going to make his way over. And Zenny, can he provide the covering fire? But it is not going to be enough or in time. And Flanker has to say goodbye to his friends.
Yeah, unfortunate for Flanker there that he had a difficult situation to cover visually.
Well, Zenny is going to go down to Trimble, the man across the way. And now Jinx and Tater, the last 2 up, and it looks like they're just gonna, just get on out of here, boys. Don't Ooh, okay. Well, we're going to a south shift, and we are having a similar circle that we had on Tuesday, my friend. So let's see if it ends up the same way, because it ended, what? I think we ended, like, on this hill.
Can we just ask one question really quickly here?
I'm terrified to know, but yes.
Why is Rise not an Impala?
Rise is because they just so okay. The bit is that they loot Impala. The bit isn't that they stay in Impala. The bit is that they always go into Impala to drop.
Ah, okay.
So yeah. So staying in Impala, I mean, you're not gonna win games if you just stay in one place. So they always loot Impala. So that's what we're expecting. But Comp is absolutely deleting, saying an IQ. He's gonna go right by Devil. They're just gonna be ships in the night. Is Penry also going to take some shots, but he's not going to land any of them. So, well, there are a couple of teams around here, and young Stunna Boys put some shots into Boundary. Devil vibes, he's on 1 HP, but somehow survives the barrage.
Yeah, nice shots raining out there from DJ out of the M14 on Devil. Just misses him by 1 bullet.
Well, you see Joey, he does find Rise, specifically War. And, well, Boundary, it seems like they're just getting out of here. After they did take a lot of damage, they're just going to cross sides. But Mimic is apparently wanting to get some... I love this game. It is so chaotic. I don't even know what's going on. Let's go for it. All right, Quanda, he is going to go ahead and just back off as Boundary. They are now saying, hey, we know it's you. We want to go ahead and take this fight as Mimic is getting torn apart by Rise.
Truly, you know, you have to just give credit to Boundary Esports here for being able to split 2-2 most of the evening and be able to still keep it together when it comes down to the team fights. This team has just done a fantastic job of communication and being able to coordinate their attacks from separate locations. That
is the sign of a good team. And Penry, he might have been a little bit selfish and said, "I want that Lynx. Give me that Lynx." And so I don't know why I'm picking on Penry. I'm so sorry, Penry. I do love you.
That's my favorite but most hated gun in PUBG, the Lynx.
Nah, Pensy Pass VSS.
Oh boy.
I might actually get kicked out of here, guys, because War. We all know that War doesn't like the VSS. Every time I say it, he taxes me $10. That's where the prize pool came from, because I was taxed 1,000 times.
Jeez, I love it.
It's a pretty good bit. I'm kind of down for it. But, well, Rats, they're going to go ahead and send. I think they're just going to go ahead and put one up on top. I think he's just going to come straight back down. Okay. Where are we going?
Rats,
they're just coming back down.
UAV.
Oh, they're going to go down on top.
UAV.
Oh, you ballsy boys. Well, Couture, no, whatever. However you want to say his name. He is going to take a couple of shots. I do like it, too. I just, I'm concerned for their safety. But they do have a spot that they can go ahead and just kind of stay safe in. And, ooh, it continues to go more Impala side. So, Rise, well, maybe they should have stayed Impala.
You know, obviously, looking back, that would have been the wiser decision. But as you mentioned, I mean, you can't stagnate in one location. You need to move around the map, so to say. And who knows? We might see them rotate back to Impala near the end of the match.
Speaking of Impala, Joshy, he doesn't have a lot of places to loot, so I think Impala might be in his cart. But there's a lot of teams in the north side that do have to make their way in, IQ being one of them. He is alone. He has no friends, and he has one tire missing. Well, he's going to go ahead and spin out, and I fear for this man's life. He is iconic with that mutant, and down he goes. Grand Landis going to say, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. As Affinity has made their way in against Ruim and Solius. Well, that's a bug. There is no... There was no door there, so he wasn't cheating. Just FYI, guys. But I believe Fate is down and out. Affinity have 2, and that's going to be a flush, as now Ruim, they have 2 of their own. A pure 2v2 fight. Solius, he has 300 damage, and that is the most in this game so far. But on the other side, it looks like flushes are going to come in. Solius says, oh, wait, if you're going to flush my boy, I'm going to flush you. The pre-fire just isn't enough, and Ducky, well, him and Mayo are the last 2 up, and, well, he tries. His young son of boys, they're also rotating into this, and I fear for Mayo. This is a very interesting third-party fight that I was not expecting, but Cheech is going to go down the Glock. Solius is bleeding, and he is ticking away, and the flush is going to come in. Well,
Yeah, the decision to leave Ducky back for Affinity was definitely probably less than favorable. This is going to be difficult for them to be able to close in, but they're going to do everything they can, no doubt.
Well, they can. The question is, will they? Young Stunna Boys, they sense an opportunity for some points, and honestly, I don't blame them at all. Ooh, that's not a VSS, but it is suppressed. So, well, the Sandstorm, I'm going to go ahead and give them some cover.
Yeah, this Haboob could not have come faster for Affinity. They need to motion with this Sandstorm in order to get in here, or else I think they're going to lose to the zone.
Well, Hot and Spicy does spot out Devil. He's going to go ahead and nade. He tosses it over. It actually might be perfect. Goes a little bit too far, but it was so close. And now Devil, he knows that he's getting pushed, but from a distance, it's going to be Luminoso who hits Devil for a lot of damage. Arson, Conf is going to go ahead and find Spicy. Devil is on 5 HP, and down he goes.
Yeah, great performance there from Devil. He was dancing like the devil as he was trying to get in, but just couldn't fade the shots from afar.
Well, you do see in... I feel... yeah, Grizz is dead. But they are still alive because Joshi is down in the south, and now it finally shifts away from Impala. There is actually not really a team that's inside of Impala. It's just Q5 who's on the edges of it. But Nitro, he does have to be careful. Young Stunna Boys actually, hold up. This is a lot of stuff going on. So Ducky, he's going to go ahead and find one. Toxic is just going to go ahead and just retreat on and say goodbye. I do not want you, nor do I know you, and I'm out of here. Young Stunna Boys might be able to see this. Toxic tries to find some safety in the hay bales. And, well, currently it is safety, but I thought that, never mind, no one is on top of there. I thought that there was someone up there. I lied.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Boundary Esports has recently picked up, and I believe it's in the hands of Penry, another Lynx. I think that's the 5th Lynx tonight, boy. Something about the Lynx in these games tonight, Bard.
It's coming up all Lynx. I think he might have had that from before, but DubHub, they do have a relatively open compound to kind of, well, not even compound, it's a building that they're trying to hold. But there are a bunch of teams. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 rounds here, and now, well, so much is going on, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to keep a track of all of this. But Victorious, they're going to lose one. It's going to be Comp who finds him. Boundary, that gun is terrifying.
Big bada boom.
It really is.
I wonder what kind of bullet the Lynx actually shoots. I'm curious.
I will be 100% honest. I've never been a gun person, so you could literally tell me that there's 9mm in a pistol or an AR, and I'd be like, cool, I believe you. So I am the wrong person to ask. You could say that you have crossbow bolts and a Lynx, and I'd be like, cool, that's really fun. All right, now that I say that, I really want that. That sounds really fun.
we need explosive tips on the end of crossbow
Oh
bolts.
no, but Mayo is gonna go ahead and find Trimble, and he almost got knocked to the motorbike. But you know, he gets the point, so good on him.
Yeah, it was a difficult push there from Victorious. I don't know what they were going to be able to do from that location, but trying to spread out was the best option in that particular predicament.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is just kind of salvage at this point, and I don't think that there's much way to salvage. Chi-Chi's going down low, but he is going to be able to come back and to heal himself, which is fantastic for him.
Yeah, 1 HP, quite literally. I think that's the second player this round now that we've seen at 1 HP. Boy, could you imagine how you'd feel at 1 HP, Bard? That'd be a rough day.
I can tell you that my butt cheeks would be getting quite the workout because I would just be... I'm retiring. I'm done. I'm like, listen, guys, I'm out of here. But it is going to be Q5 and Tempest who find each other. One knock on the side of each, except there's going to be a flush coming out from Enlon. And Circle does pop, and it goes, well, a little bit northeast of our position, at least. As a decent amount of teams are in, but there's still so many that have to make it in. And, well, Dad Buff, he is dead. It is going to be Sneak who finds him. He takes out the top so that he can spite out Luminoso. But Luminoso is going to back away just for now.
Yeah, Sneak Attack adding an additional point to his team's tally by throwing some nice frag grenades there. Ooh, looks like Rise is going to run into Boundary.
Well, Rise versus Boundary. Comp is going to go down. It is just Panic. Pull out the Lynx. Pull out the Lynx. Do it. Pull out a Lynx. Come on. Come on. You won't do it. All right, he won't do it. That's the better way of not doing it. He shouldn't have done it, but for the content, I wanted him to. I'm a very one-track minded person, guys. I hope you know that. Ooh, good shots coming in, and Affinity is going to go down. Chakouch is saying thank you for that one. And as well, they are trying. We're not even at placement points, bro. Like, there's so
crazy.
many teams still up.
There really is. We have 35 members on the field and 12 teams. This is a wild phase 5.
Well, there is going to be one down as Arson collects him. War, again, remember that he went down early. There's nothing that he could have done. Back Monster is going to go down as well as Rats. They're slowly just encroaching on everybody's territory.
Yeah, they really are. This type of centralization in the city with the mountains surrounding the circle of phase 5 is going to cause a really tight compaction. These outer teams having to push in. It's going to be carnage once again, Bard.
It is, and there is still unplayable, but Miradoim, they do go down. It is going to be Young Stunna Boys who goes ahead and gets that kill. And Rats, they have a lot of control. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Boy.
Well, Karam is going to find one with his simple, easy shots and Rumple. He needs to be careful because Karam is a great player, but Natty is going to turn on him in an instant. And now Sneak Attack, he is nowhere near his teammate, but he is going to try to find more points. But apparently an MP5 is just a little bit better. And now we go back over to Rise and Tempest.
Arson, the last member standing for Rise Esports, trying to keep his team in this year in game number 5.
Ooh.
Nice shots, down to 6 HP.
Well, Luminoso, he is just on the other side. Arson, he's trying to find it, but he does go down. And, well, it was a good attempt. Karam is actually going to go ahead and get his kill, but the res should come out onto Grant.
Yeah, difficult position there for Rise. Rats having a really good distribution of players. I'm sorry, Rats having a good distribution of players there and being able to close it out. Look at that
I'm not
little
saying
cheeky peek. I like it.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just I'm saying on this player for no reason.
This is for you, War. We love you.
Golly, I'm a troll. It's great. This is so much fun. But as I'm saying that, thank you for putting this on. I really do have so much fun. Oops, I totally missed this one, but Swole Squad, they are going to go ahead and start to fight Tempest, but it is going to be the VSS that finds one. And, well, Hugh and Enlon, they're the close ones here, and I still think that they have... Okay, never mind, it's just them. Oh, right, because Abdul went down.
You know, Bard, despite the lack of appreciation for the VSS, that certainly is a weapon that can change the outcome of games, as we're seeing here.
It can. It is a very specific gun that you want to run, but it can be amazing. But Zodley, that's where Natty is going to go ahead and retreat to, as Tony does find Joey. And dude, Dubhub have just been bullied in here. Like they're just getting shot from everywhere, and it's very frustrating for them to play. But you know,
yeah,
as I say, I don't know if that's a cast curse, but Ice It Nasty, he gets sat down, and he doesn't even have a helmet at this point.
You know, we mentioned this, I think, in a few other matches throughout the night. Taking a centralized position in the circle is strong, but it is difficult to hold, as Dubhub is discovering.
It's difficult to hold, and typically you don't get a ton of points because you typically don't have a lot of silence onto other things. So it's very situation based, and I personally prefer an edge play because I think it's way more controlling, and you are able to control the game and the pacing of the game more than you can a compound. But sometimes, if you're just playing, you know, if Circle gifts you the win, you say thank you very much. I will take those 10 points. But that is the enigma of PUBG. What you're trying to figure out, how the game works, where it's going to end, what you want to take, and how you get away with the most points possible. And so that is why PUBG... Ooh, you little sneaky boys. Sneaky
Look at these guys over here doing a little geological study on this side of the mountain here. Maybe they'll find a dinosaur bone, Bard.
I really wish that there was like a cave drawing here. That would be amazing.
Right.
Like, that's just me at this point. But Penna, he is going to be unhappy neighbors with Rats. They're going to be on the other side, and they're not as neighborly as I thought they were, honestly. I thought they were a lot closer. So now we are waiting for Circle. It is going to push Young Stunna Boys out first, but now the question is who's going to take shots, and I want to see Team Ray Zav. And there was a Bolty there, and I want to give some love. Oh, you're not even looking at them, but it's fine. I'll give you some love too.
You know, Bart, I really like the dynamics of the terrain going into phase 6, transitioning into phase 7. I mean, I don't know if you've heard of the game Peak, the climbing game Peak, but hey, this is going to be a match of masterful climbing. If you can climb a mountain successfully, you might find yourself with a chicken dinner.
Well, that's the thing, is that it does have to go off of unplayable, so they all have to move at some point, and this does shift very hard over to young Stunna Boys. So they're very happy with it. They don't have the high ground, but they do have a lot of control over the circle. Team R.E.A.L, though, they are the ones who are incredibly happy with this shift.
Oh, truly. But once again, even Team R.E.A.L with a centralized position and high defilation are going to find themselves in a multi-angular fight. There's not going to be one team that they're going to be worried about. There's going to be 4.
There may not be one fight, but it is going to be chaos and carnage. Exactly what you wanted this the whole time. So Cheech and Iceit, they are the last 2 members up from Dub Hub, and they have to figure out how to survive from this point on, and they both have to make it inside circle.
True that. You know, definitely they've had a very difficult go of being able to hold it down here, but they've held it down the entire time. And hey, if anyone can pull it out, it's Ice and Cheech.
Well, he's cooking nades. He hears them on the other side, but I don't think it's going to go far enough. It was a good attempt, but Oni, he does have an MG3, a nasty gun for a nasty man. And Cheech, he can peek on over. He needs to have, they need to peek at the same time. Oni's been spotted. That was a good initial headshot. He's going for the flush, but he's getting shot from the side. Iceit, this is a beautiful, beautiful shot from them. It's a good crossfire. And now Cheech, he's throwing out a smoke, apparently just trying to mess with Glock's head, I guess. But a nade from Swole Squad, and Nasty goes down to Glock. Cheech, he's going to make the crazy play. He's going to try to make the impossible possible. And, well, there's just one more player. And I think, oh, no, I think he might have given it up. Glock, though, he is going to know. We see what they see. And, well, he's going to go ahead, and he's going to go into blue. Dub Hub is eliminated now. Glock, I fear it may be soon to follow. But from the side, it is going to be Team Tempest who takes the shots. And, well, Natty goes down. Now Molly Glock is inside blue, I think, at this point.
You have to admire the go there from Cheech and Dub Hub. That was a very difficult pinch to be in, and the guy still was able to secure a kill for Dub Hub. Great performance.
He was, but now Zodley, he's got to be careful because Glock's pushing in. Glock has no fear. Glock has nothing left to lose. So it is going to be ring around the Rosie and Glock, but the last bullet is going to go ahead and find him. But now Glock has to be careful because of Tempest, but Tempest cannot push because of the zone. Young Stunna Boys, again, still gifted with a decent spot and circle. R.E.A.L, they have been on top of this hill for a long time. They have the ability to clutch this out and to do a lot of damage, but they don't have a lot going on. Oh, my gosh. Panda, he is in a little bit of a... I don't even know what to call this. This ain't a defilade. This is a hole. There's nothing better. This is just a flat-out hole that this man is in.
Yeah, that's the kind of situation that you're hoping that you can just hide and not get easy, Bard.
Well, he is hoping, he is praying to whatever God he believes in, and he says, please, just let me go ahead and get this one. But La Chuchara is going to be right next to him. He is trying to be as silent as he possibly can, and as soon as they stop taking shots, or as soon as a knock comes in, you can bet your bottom that he's going to go ahead and activate. So now we are just waiting for the inevitable, and it kind of looks, VSS.
Oh,
thank
boy.
you so much. I'm getting canceled for this. I'm never going to cast the future. It's fine. But still, that is going to be one knock from Enlon, and do they even know where he is? Okay, there's another Lynx. I don't think that was Penry's, but Chuchara is going to claim that point as Quanda gets flushed away. His kite is slowly bleeding, inevitably.
You know, this man from Rats has just had me going all night long. I mean, he started off with fragging people out with HE grenades. Now it's a Lynx. La Chuchara is in motion.
Oh, Glock has to be careful because R.E.A.L is right next to him. They are waiting. They have to be patient. They got to know that someone might be back here. They need to clear their backs, but they need to do it together. They're watching, but they have no idea how close this man actually is. As Tempest is on the other side, they're going to try to make their own push. As Nubsky, he might be able to hear the steps. Well, he hears something. He spots him down. He knows that he's prone, and that is going to be it for Glock. Glock is going to go ahead and find one. Hugh is going to go down. Beleda and Fachita trying to make something happen. But on the other side, we did see the activation of Panna, and he got one. He went down in return. Tempest are up here. Glock trying to fight and win a 1v2. Gets one, he gets two, and Glock is going crazy on this lobby.
Block, what a performance with the EMT.
Wait, there's
to
no
back
way.
it up with the
Oh
EMT.
my gosh. Oh my gosh, Glock is going insane. He's going to find him. The EMT kid comes in clutch, and I don't think I've ever said those words before in my life. Glock now, he is going to throw a stun. Enlon and Hugh on the other side. It is anyone's game. Glock goes ahead and flushes out one. Enlon throwing the nade, getting some damage on him, but Grant Landis and Manuel, they need to work together. And now the util is coming out. This man is the raid boss. He proves himself once more. And this is it again. The first aid comes out immediately, but instead Enlon is going to find him as now Tempest trying to take the fight to Rats. One more shot, the jump, he does find him. 5 kills. Young son of boy is now the last one alive, as Janlo, the man that we interviewed initially, is the last one alive as Tempest comes out. Very crazy games in Glock. Oh my gosh. I wish so many things, but Glock, what a majestic performance.
I am literally still in awe. That was incredible. It was wonderful to watch.
Oh my gosh. My voice is gone. It's totally fine. But Janlo, he's right underneath you. And well, they're pretty sure they know exactly where he is. So they're just gonna go ahead and nade unceremoniously. It goes a little bit past though. And you know what? Let's give him some love. Let's see if he can do it. But they know.
Come on, Janlo.
Oh, they hear the footsteps. They know. Everyone knows where everyone else is. The peak coming over. It should be soon. Tempest looking for their first dub of the night. He hears 1, 2 go down the shot. Oh, the shotgun. It's gonna be brutal.
This could line up.